Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Tell me in the chat. Give me a 1 to 10. How was your week? How was your week? 1 to 10. 1 to 10. How was your week? My name is James Lenhart. I'm your VP of Marketing here. Also Green Diamond at Mr. Vital Health Global. Hope you're having an amazing Saturday so far. I'm actually here in a hotel. Have my new three screen setup that I can bring everywhere with me, and they're doing an event here in Dallas, Texas. And so I'll be hanging out here and then hanging out over there. But my goal today, let me just change one little setting here. My goal today is to really bring you through what I would call our Vital Health Command Center. As you know, we have been through a massive transition over the last 2.5 months since we started on November 11th. It's now January 17th. And now it starts to become fun because what we're going to show today is really just going to give you a tour and just go through every step of your command center, aka your back office, which will really become the command center for your entire business very soon. Because hopefully by the end of today, if my marketing team over there can create what we're about to launch, I can kind of give you a visual of what our marketing system will come out like in about probably about 30, 40 minutes. And then we'll start rolling that out to a few people throughout the field, start testing it out, and it'll be fully launched and integrated in the back office by February 1st. So, as we get started, one of the things I'd love to just see in the chat. So, real brief history on me. I've been in this industry for 28 years, half that time in the field, half that time in corporate. It's been an amazing journey, a lot of learning. If you can relate to that, drop a five in the chat if you can relate to learning through this industry. They say if you stick to something for 10 years or more, you can become really good at it. Even if you were horrible in the beginning. And I was horrible. And basically, if you've ever heard my story before, I was a dog trainer for 6 years. Somebody knocked on my door and showed me this flip chart thing. I thought it was interesting to be able to earn income residually because if I didn't train dogs, I didn't get paid. If I didn't show up to do the work, it didn't happen. But at the time, I was making six figures as a young whippersnapper, training dogs. And so I started doing network marketing part time and was horrible at it, namely because I was horrible at talking to people. And I just didn't, I'm not an eccentric, outgoing, let's party type of person. I'm more of the like stay home and hang out type of person. And so over the years, though, what's great about this industry, and it's one of the things we're going to talk about today as well, is it's really about foundational, fundamental skills. And so one of the reasons that we've launched this back office is really because when I first got introduced to the company through my business partner, Michael Beal, who's also Green Diamond, and when I got introduced to this through the company, I saw the raw materials of what would make the perfect company. I saw inexpensive products, high quality products. I saw the ownership level of the company where, they own every piece of land, machine, over almost 500 employees now. And I saw that. And then they had the track record to back it up. They had Alex Reynoso, who, in my eyes, is probably one of the top recruiters in the entire industry. He's just a person that has walked the talk for 17 years in the industry. Didn't leave a company because he was angry and wanted to start his own. He really wanted to start a way to have additional income streams into his company with really learning how to manufacture products. That led to the relationship with Dr. Tony Rodriguez there in Mexico, and kind of the rest is history. Doing a million year one, 44 million year two, $42 million in year three in 2004. And we've just about, once the numbers all come in, we don't know exactly what the numbers are. We got to add them all up because of month end and everything. But right around under $100 million in 2025. And now we're really preparing to double, if not triple that. I'd love to know in the chat in the next 90 days, so January, February, March, what's your goal? Again, realistic. Don't be like Black Diamond. It could be Black Diamond. But what is your realistic goal? Because, when you have realistic goals, one of the things that we're building into this back office is for you to put your goals back there and be able to track them with a marketing system that's not just fluffy and just we've got all these funnels and you can use whatever you want because there are systems out there that are almost overbearing, and it's like, oh my gosh, I don't even have time to learn how to do this. And it seems like in this profession, this direct sales profession, over the last 5 to 10 years, with the invention of social media and Facebook, it's been a long time now. We're a full generation entrenched in social media. I think we've lost that, a little bit of that. What does it take to really be successful, not just in the business, but outside in the real world? And that comes down to communication skills. And so one of the things you're going to see really built into this is training the newest person that maybe has never been in the industry to really learn how to do this business. This business is not graphic design. This business is not becoming a social media maven. This business is about being you and really learning how to build a network that can be monetized. And some people are like, oh, that kind of sounds, cold in a way. And I don't monetize people. But I mean, that's what Facebook's doing. You being on Facebook, you are a monetization of Facebook. Every network we're in, whether you're in a family or whatever it is, because monetization is just creating value. And so we're doing a value exchange and teaching someone how to build their network without being spammy, without losing friends. If you ever lost a friend in this industry, it's been a few over the last 28 years. Because I for a while there, somebody really hit me hard when they said, James, the only time you reach out to me is when you're selling me something. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. And so I did change. I changed how I follow up with people a little bit on that. But it really comes down to we want to show people how to do this the right way. And against popular opinion out there is a right way and there is a wrong way. Whether it's social media, in-person marketing, there's a way that works 100% of the time, and there's a way that works only for you. And if you're in this business to say, listen, I want to duplicate success, not myself, because if you're a new person, they talk about that a lot. You have to become the person that you want to be to attract the person that you want to have in your business. I personally don't think that's true, because I've met a lot of people in this industry that I'm like, you're making $1 million a year? All right, cool. That opens up the doors for all of us folks. Because when I saw that, I realized what was happening is people were following a system that was successful. And the person was just an innocent bystander that, pulled the levers and the cogs. And over the years, that system has changed. It used to be very in person, bring somebody to an event, introduce them to the speaker, do third party validation. They were the closer. Now we've kind of lost this idea of doing it as a community outside of maybe Facebook, ad tag message or systems like that, where you might be doing it as a group. I think a lot it feels like you're kind of alone to figure it out for yourself. And that's what we really want to achieve with the back office, with this command center, is to really put the control back in your hands. And Alex did that. Alex Fernosa, our founder, did that with the compensation plan. Because if you look at the compensation plan, it really puts the control of how do you want to earn income. Here you don't have to build a team. You don't have to get customers. You can decide, am I someone that really wants to focus on customer gathering and the influencer bonus and the retail bonus and all those different things where you can make up to an average of 67% on the volume without any other really qualifications. I want to do that. Or do I want to really build a team and have two teams and really focus on helping them be successful? It really comes down to what you want to do, or you can do a mixture of all of it. And that's what's really interesting about this, because here at Vital Health, like, you can't take a rank to the bank here. Like, it's not, you get to this rank and this is how much money you earn. We have averages and income disclosures and all those different things. But when it comes down to how to make money, the way to make money here is to sell products. That's really what it comes down to. And that's a skill set. That's not something that you're like, hey, I'll post this online and then magically people will come in. We want to show you the way that you can really master a skill, the fundamental skill of any marketer, whether they're doing it in person, whether they're doing it online, no matter what way they're doing it, we want to show you how to master that. And so we're going to go over that today, and hopefully I'll be able to unveil, because they were updating the servers. I'm going to see if they're able to do this. Not yet. I'll keep looking and loading and see if we can do it. If not, we'll do it another call. But let's dive into it. So I'm going to go over and really just take you a tour of the back office. And this is just an account that we have. It's a tutorial account. You're going to start seeing a lot of tutorials come out over the next week because now the back office is at a point where there's a few more things to add and adjust. But a lot of the things that we have going forward are already built in. And some of them you might be aware of, and some of them you might not be aware of. And so that's my goal today. My goal is today is to give you an awareness of the back office so you know how to run your business. And when something comes up, like in any business, you know where to look to find and research on your own. That's really what we're doing here is we're turning network marketing into a real business with transparency, with consistency, with clarity. So you know what levers do I need to push and dials do I need to turn in order to increase the sales in my business? How do I do that? And that's what we're empowering people to do, whether they want to earn a couple $100s a month, or whether they want a couple thousand or higher and 10,000 and 20,000 a month. Whatever that goal is, we want to be able to provide the tools that someone can accomplish that, and really even more than they ever could. Because I really believe with the right tools, anyone can be successful. And that's what we really focus on. You're going to see the duplicate success system come out that's going to tie into the back office. But let me share my screen here. And if you could drop a one in the chat, if you can see my screen, let me pop it up here. Everyone see my screen? Give me a little thumbs up there. All right. Thank you, Rick. So the back office is structured in a way that the core reason for its existence is really to grow and track your business. That's really what it's designed to do. It's designed to go, okay, how do I really create something where I can dig into my business? Now, again, as I said, this back office is not done. There is a lot of really prettier things that we're going to be doing with the back office as we start to get going. Because when you really think about what is the back office for, like why do network marketing, direct sales companies have a back office? It's to be able to manage and really have transparency in your business. Now, a lot of back offices aren't built like that. They're really just for tracking what they think the comp plan wants you to do. Here, the idea of this is that it tracks every parameter in your business, and there's about 5 or 6 different reports that will be added over the next few weeks as well, where you can just have more tracking. And really, the design of it is based off of David Nieves' training and all the training of the incredible leaders in this company that really value fundamental skills, and then being able to taproot into their teams to be able to go, hey, who else can I teach these fundamental skills to, and rise them up? And so it's built to really taproot, and those tools will get bigger and bigger and bigger as we continue to do this. And hopefully I'll be able to get this up. I keep refreshing every 30 seconds on my other screen here, but hopefully it'll pop up. We'll see. I might have to refresh my cookies once we get to the end here. So first thing we're going to do is just take you on a tour. So I'm going to dig into the reports. I'm going to dig into a few things, but I'll take you on a tour first. So when you first log in, you're going to see a couple things. And the top 2 things are probably the most important things to track. Now, one of the things we're going to introduce this week, right? It's January 17th. What we're going to introduce this week is a lot of automations to notify you when you're active, notify you when you're close to being not active, notify you when a person enrolls. And it's all going to be built into our app as well, which is set to launch in the next 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully by February 1st, along with our marketing system. That'll all come together because the app works with the marketing system and it is the command center in your hands. And so when you all these automations are going to start to come in. But during this time, I would highly encourage you to have your team go, hey, at least log in once a day. Check everything out, because we are also going to build in gamification into this portal and dashboard. Gamification really just means that, for example, I used to use Duolingo. Now I use a different app called Speak to learn Spanish, which I'm getting better. But in terms of what Duolingo did, I mean, they rewarded consistency. And so we're going to reward consistency here of even just logging into the back office. So you're going to be able to earn lots of different things, loyalty dollars, swag, all this different stuff, just for participating in really creating something where people are sorry, I had a call come in, where people are being able to really see what's going on inside their business. And so when you think of being active, like what does being active do for me? Now, in our compensation plan, if you're earning retail bonus, influencer credits, if you're earning influencer credits through that bonus as well, or if you're having first order bonuses, none of that requires being active. The only thing that's required to be active are very few. Number one is to earn loyalty dollars. So to earn loyalty dollars to consistently order every month, that's one thing because it only operates off of a 50 PV or more model. So for every 50 PV, you can earn a percent back in loyalty. So that's one thing, but it's completely elective, but it's built in because if you're someone that wants to have loyalty and earn the ability to buy products down to 80%, up to 80% off, you're going to place an order of 50 PV a month. So by default, you'll be active. One of the first things I would recommend is setting up your auto ship in the first 7 days of the month, if not the first. I think it's the best time to set it up because then you're good to go. You're active for the dual team, you're active for loyalty, you're active for lots of different things, for advancing in rank, all those things. And if you do it for 200 PV in the first of the month, you're instantly qualified to get 50 influencer credits just by placing that order, which you can use, and we'll talk about that a little later. And so if you put that, now you're getting influencer, you're getting loyalty, you're qualified, all the way up to black diamond for your PV. And that really knocks out all the qualifications by participating in something that's rewarding you. Most compensation plans require you to place an order. It's not really a reward at all. It's like you have to do this or you don't get paid. And that's not the new way of doing business. And so we really wanted to evolve that. And that was made true with this compensation plan. No longer are you required to place an order to participate in the binary or the dual team, as we call it. So all these different small adjustments that we've created allow somebody to have flexibility here. So that's what bonus active means. That allows you to, I just realized I'm not plugged in. Hold on one second. I'm not plugged into oh, I am plugged in, but my screen is not plugged in. So I plugged in my cord, but I did not plug in my computer. And so all these different things. So that's what bonus active means. That means you have the ability to really earn bonuses like loyalty and things like that. And so that's the first check mark. The first check mark is having 50 here. If you had 42, it would say you have 42. Once you have 50, you got that check mark. Then we have qualify for dual team. Qualifying for dual team is super important, especially on Mondays. It's Saturday, so log into your back office and make sure you're qualified for dual team because if you do have a smaller team, you can qualify to earn between 10 to 20%, depending on your rank in the company, because you can earn that off the smaller team. Now, if I don't have my left and my right checked off, I cannot earn that bonus. It's really the only requirement we have because that signifies that someone is building a team. And to be qualified for dual team, you need to be bonus active, and then you need to have one preferred customer and or affiliate on your left team and one on your right team. And so those are the biggest things in terms of how you become active. And so as long as these are checked off, if I what I would do is I'd set a little alarm. Now you won't have to do this for long because I'll have automations. I would set an alarm that on every Monday I check in my back office and make sure check and check. Now we are going to be rolling out a new tool that's a report that'll show somebody every single day that they're active and qualified for everything. It's like a little calendar and it shows little check marks and everything. So that's something that you'll be able to access, so you kind of can track that even better, and you'll be able to track that for your entire team too. So those are the two most important, things on the dashboard is knowing that you're bonus active and you're dual team active. That way you can maximize the rewards plan out. As you scroll down, we've got what I call the business card. Now, this is going to be a little bit more important as we start to grow and expand because you're going to be able to have placement suites. You're going to be able to have different placement links. You're going to do different things in here. Right now, it's just set to smaller, but that will have the ability to be set for more things very soon. That's why it's there and doesn't really change. Then you have your ID number. Your ID number is really your unique identifier. I would recommend copying and pasting that, putting that somewhere, because whenever you contact support, which I'll show you how to do today, you always want to use that unique identifier. The reason being is because if I put in Team Vital to the back office and search for anybody that has the name Team or Vital in the username, there's probably a few, but there's only one account in the entire company that has this ID. One of the things we're going to be adjusting, most likely by the end of the month, is the ability for you to update and change your username at any time. The reason why it's locked down, you can't change your username right now, is right now because of the old back office, the username is attached to VitalPay. So if we change your username, then we'd have to change it on VitalPay, and there could be a disconnection. In the new way, the VitalPay will be attached to your ID number, which will never change. So you'll be able to change your email address. You could change anything you want, and so that's what we're going to create that ability for. It's a pretty big lift to do that because we have a 22,000 people or something that in VitalPay, and so that's a lot of people to update, which they already got all the list and everything. It'll be a simple process, but it does take a little bit of a process to do that, and we want to do it at the right time when there's no commissions running or month end and all those different things. So we'll probably do that in the first or second week of February, just so we know everything is good to go. The other thing you have here is upcoming events. This is going to be a complete overhaul very soon too. When you click on the event, you can kind of see what's going on. You can register for events. If you click on this, it should actually say register, but this is set up as a meeting. This will take me to go purchase the live events if I wanted to. So we've got a couple events coming up. The one that's happening today, we've got one over in Seattle. We've got Atlanta Super Saturday coming up with Keith Williams there and the crew. We've got a Calgary event coming up in Canada, and you'll see a lot more events coming out on this as well. So you can always go register for the events through there. Now, the important news feed is going to get a massive update because right now it's just text. And so that will become very dynamic with images and videos, and it'll kind of be your hub for what's going on inside the company. Along with these images here, you'll be able to scroll through and see all the different things that are going on inside of the company. Then we come down to the business snapshot. Now, the business snapshot is a place where you're going to see some shifts happen. So right now, this is tracking your rank, your personally referred, your left team, and your right team. So what we're going to add is we're also going to add a few new what I call tiles, and these tiles will be for CV, GV, and there's two other ones, PV. There's, I think it's influencer credits. I think it's one more because we have an influencer bonus tracker that will be in here where you can kind of track what credits are being used by influencer, what are you using, how much to the next level of influencer, because you're going to see some really cool things come out where it is where you can see things come out where you're going to be able to use influencer for a lot more things, and you're going to be able to have an expanded scope of how to earn influencer as well. So a lot of really cool things, and potentially every cycle could be worth points, maybe even towards the trip. We don't know. We'll see what happens. But we got a lot of cool things in the works. So this is basically your business snapshot. So you can go look here real quick. But we're going to expand it with new tiles because the idea of this is that you can literally just look at the tiles and go, okay, that's where my business is at, and this is where I want to go to. As we scroll down, again, we talked a little about the next influencer bonus tracker. This is always going to track the next bonus you're going for. It could be the first one of the month, but if you've achieved influencer bonus already, let's say with your order in the beginning of the month in the first for 200 PV or 150 as an elite, say you did that. Now you've completed one cycle as an influencer. Now you have those 50 credits that you can go use, but now you're qualifying for the next influencer. So every retail customer order that comes in, every order you place is going to move you closer to that next influencer bonus tier. And this is where you can track it. So you can see how much you've earned, how much you've used. So, and this will expand to just be more inclusive. Then we have the current month rank advancement tracker. This is going to show you two types of volume. This is going to show you the rank volume you need to achieve the next level. It's going to give you some steps. But the other thing it does now, in this account, I won't have it because this is a new account that we set up for tutorials. This allows you to go through and track what's going on inside of your business. The one thing that's going to be adjusted and already has been adjusted is for you to be able to see the rollover. Now, for the last 2 months, It was 2 months of rollover. Now, because we rolled over to last month, the rollover there, you'll start to see it in the actual rank tracker. So let's say I had hit bronze before, right? I hit bronze before, and now I'm going for silver. Well, if that were true, my bronze would be lit up, right? And maybe in the bronze category, I have, 800 points from one person. And if I go to the next one, I might see the volume increase a little bit because here at Vital Health, we have what's called rollover. Rollover means from the 25th of the previous month on, all of the welcome packs that were purchased or first orders that were purchased from the 25th on roll over so you can use that for new rank advancements. So if I'm going for the silver rank, I could use any rollover volume that was from the 25th on towards that rank. I cannot use rollover volume if I'm doing a requalification. So for example, if somebody hit diamond in December, we had so many diamond promotions. I think there was like 50 or 60 diamond promotions. And so because of that, when you look at people hitting diamond, for them to earn the requalifying rank bonus, they need to qualify for diamond again in a calendar month. So whatever that calendar month is, which our calendar month started again on January 1st. So all the volume that's coming in through that is going to go through January 31st. So someone has to achieve diamond in the calendar month, not rollover, all that kind of stuff. They can't use rollover. It's really just requalifying them and showing that they do have a diamond business. Now, the thing about it is not a negative or anything. If somebody doesn't achieve diamond in the second month, the next time they hit diamond again and they do it in a consecutive month, the bonus pays out, which is $2,500. You never lose anything here. It's all just about keeping pace with yourself. So if you're following along with me so far, just put an eight in the chat as I sip on some water. All right, cool. Lots of eights. 888. Beautiful. I love that because it's duplicate. Okay. So that's the rank advancement tracker. Pretty simple. Now, this rank advancement tracker is tied to one of the reports that we'll talk about here in a second. But this is just a quick way to see this. And you can go all the way up. I don't know. I don't think we put in crown diamond yet. But if you want to keep going all the way up to double, triple, red, green, and you want to see what all the qualifications are, let's see. Oh, double. It was called double black. So double black is there. This is actually crown diamond. So we'll have to change that to crown. And so again, that's the rank advancement tracker. Then we have a really cool report that will be expanded greatly over the next 30 days is this heat map. Because again, like I mentioned in the beginning, the whole goal of this back office is for you to be able to taproot and have transparency in your business. And so if you were to start a franchise and you wanted to open another franchise in, let's say, Spain, you'd want to know what's going on at the franchise in Spain. And that's how this is built. This is built to where you're going to be seeing all the new orders that are coming in through all of the countries. And we're going to regionalize the United States to where, if I were to go and zoom in on this, if I zoomed on the United States, it would start to show me the states. So that's also an improvement that we'll be doing. That'll allow you to then go, I have 150 people in Dallas, Texas, and I'm doing an event this weekend. Invite them. One click, invite push, goes to their mobile app. So those are some of the things that are coming. Right now, this is literally just tracking new orders. But what it will track very soon is how many team members do you have, how many affiliates, how many preferred customers, how many retail customers. You'll be able to track that in your entire business. Now, of course, you can't go see and dig into people's business, but you're going to be able to kind of have a glimpse of where everything is in your business. One of the things that we're really contemplating about how to build is a heat map for your organization. Because imagine if you had a map of your organization and you could see where is the most growth coming from. And then you could reach out to that person and go, oh, hey, I see that you just hit double diamond in your first month. How can I help? Because I can guarantee you, as our networks all continue to grow and as the company continues to expand, you'll start to find people in your business you've never met that hit gold, emerald, diamond, triple diamond. And you want to be able to, if you want to, because you don't need to, because the system will do a lot of the work for you. But if you wanted to be able to do that, you could dig into your business. Then we have a couple of different things here that you might not be familiar with because, again, our wallets, our back office, and our entire company is really built extremely different than any network marketing company on the planet. And one of the reasons is because of Alex Reynoso and how he's built the company from the manufacturing side up. And that allows us to have things that other companies do not have just because they are not the manufacturer. So the first wallet we have here is our commission wallet. This is money in. So this is money that's coming in from the compensation plan on a daily, weekly, monthly. All of this is coming in as we're moving towards more instant pay, which is where we're moving towards. So as we do this, if you get paid on a Tuesday, I'd be able, now this is just all manual stuff because I'm just putting it in here for tutorial sake, but you'd be able to see all the different things that you're being able to earn and see where the negatives are. And so what does that mean? That means I transferred $25 to a different wallet. And so this is where you can go see this. This is kind of a summary of commissions earned. Then there's a compensation report that we'll dig into here in a couple minutes. And I'm going to try not to be too long today, but I really want to kind of dig in and give you all access pass to your command center. So we'll get through everything today. So if I then look over on the right side, we have our digital wallet and credit, soon to be called the Vital Wallet. The Vital Wallet is things that are internally set inside the infrastructure of the company. So anything that goes into here stays there. So if you have, oh my gosh, I have 100 loyalty credits, I'm going to put it into my commission wallet. Can't do that. And you go, oh, I have $1,000 in my store credit wallet. I'm going to put it into my commission wallet. Can't do that. Now, if it's a mistake and you mistakenly put it into your digital wallet, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't do that. Can I move it back? Just message support. But in terms of how this all works, it's really designed to create a way that you can pay for your products and eventually be able to do promotions to other incoming members and customers. So that's in the works. So the way you don't really earn store credit, you convert store credit. Now, you might get store credit maybe for an order. Maybe an order didn't come, or the product was missing, or maybe there's some way, some reason that the company put store credit into your account. But store credit can be used for you to get free product. So what you can do is you can transfer money here to money here. And then on your website, you can use that for store credit. It's the same as cash. And you can also transfer store credit to anybody in the Vital Health network. So you can come in here and you can take their name. They have to send you a PIN, which I'll show you how to do that as well. They set up a PIN number, you put the PIN number and you validate it, and then you can send money directly to them as store credit. And they can't cash it out, but they could use it for products. They could use it for promotions. You could do whatever you want with that because, again, it's an internal wallet inside. So we don't have to worry about tax implications, all those kind of things. Because basically, what store credit is, probably easier way to explain it, is a gift card. That's really what store credit is, because again, it can be used just like cash. Loyalty credits are, there's a lot of ways that you can earn loyalty credits. You can earn loyalty credits by rank advancing. So for the first three ranks in the company, you can earn 100 for bronze, 200 for silver, and 250 for sapphire. You can earn all of those, and those are deposited in credits in your monthly commissions. So loyalty credits right now are still a monthly calculation because, again, what normally loyalty credits are doing is it's adding up all the personal volume from you and your retail customer from you, I'm sorry, from you, your orders, and saying how much volume did James order personally this month. And if the answer is 100, then the company pays you a percentage based on how many months you've been consistently ordering to use that as loyalty credits to then go get products at up to 80% off. And if we have time, I'll see if we can show you how to do that as well. So again, now I can fund my Vital Health Global Wallet. I can transfer the store credit. So this is basically where I'm going to fund it to the store credit and go through that process. Let me see if I can cancel this. There we go. Also on his side, this is where you would cash out. If you've never earned income with the company, and once you earn $25 or more, you can cash out. This will start the ability for you to set up your Vital Pay account. If you already set up your Vital Pay account, that's you already know what to do. But again, that's the cash out option. Again, cashing out doesn't bring it here. Cashing out brings it into Vital Pay. Last couple of things here are just some trackers that will just kind of get become more important as we grow the marketing system to really see, what customers do you have per level, enrollments by country. You can see all the ranks in your business, and then affiliate link tracking. So this is actually going to get a major, major upgrade. I'm going to refresh my screen over here real quick and see. It's still not coming up. I'm going to message here real quickly. Still not. I want to show it to you. But last minute, I was like, hey, can you have that done by 10 o'clock this morning? That's okay. Then you've got new member feed here. So this is also going to become clickable. So you could click on, the person here and click on Bob Smith and see what, or Bob Smith ordered. So that is something that's gonna happen as well. And that's coming soon. If you need to change a language, pick a language, change it, and that's how you'd go through and change the language on there. So a couple other things at the top of the page on scroll up here is your links. So these are going to get updated as well too. I'm going to show you where you can find more links that you can utilize. And so here you can copy your global referral link. This is the main website. So this is where you could send somebody just to learn more. They can click on this little video here to learn more about the company. So they can just kind of click around and learn everything about the company. If you're going to send them, where did I go? If you're going to send them your shop link goes directly to the products. We've got also our MX link because if you're enrolling someone in Mexico, it's easier just to send them the Mexico website if you want to, and then your referral link left and your referral link right. Now, always make sure that when you click this, that at the end it says L and not R. Always double check it because that allows you to be able to get linked to that. And I just saw that this actually should be our ID, so I'm going to make mention to that tech team that should really be our ID and not our username. And so these are the and this one goes directly to the enrollment flow. So this is going to go in, they pick their region, and they go through the enrollment as an affiliate. So those are the few of the links that you have at your disposal, but we do have some other links. Where did I go here? We do have some other links that I'm going to show you where to access more links to share. If we go over into the menu here under resources, there's something that says the crafting the perfect post. Now, soon it'll be generate links because probably not many people know what craft the perfect post is. But if you click on here, this kind of gives you a little guidance on, how would I do a post? There's a lot of grab and go images that we're creating as well. So, there's a lot, these are only just a few of them. There's thousands about to be loaded inside here. There's an AI generator where you can generate your own as well and go through that process. But if I'm inside here, there's this generate product link. So I can pick the store. The global store would be everywhere other than Mexico. And then what we do is we go the product and we go to what do I want to send somebody? I want to send them Defense Kids. Now I can copy this link, and then this link goes directly to Defense Kids. And so I could send this directly to somebody to learn about Defense Kids. Almost works kind of like a landing page. And this is really what it comes down to, where these are the tools that you're really being able to create and go through the process. And again, all I'm doing today, guys, I know you have some questions. If you have any questions whatsoever about your account or anything, please contact support. I'm going to talk about support at the end here. We're doing a massive upgrade to support right now. We have a task force. We are going to get support humming and rocking. So if you have any support questions, please send that into a support ticket, which I will show you how to do here in a little bit. So again, this is where I can get these links whenever I want to. Soon these links will be very trackable, so you'll know if somebody clicks on them and goes through that process. So that's how you create other links for different products is right back here. Let's go through a tour of your menu bar here. So let's like kind of zoom in a little bit. On the menu bar, we've got our affiliate dashboard, which is the home screen. We've got genealogy, which is going to show me my tree view, and then a total team report, kind of the whole scope of the entire team. Then we've got shop. We've got where me personally, I'm going to go shop and buy products. If for some reason I'm in Mexico, I can also shop in Mexico and have it delivered to Mexico. Then we have add subscription, or really add or edit subscription. This will take you to your online account. And then we have influencer shop, which is internally in the back office where you can use the influencer shop. And actually, let's go to that right now just so we can kind of show you how this works and how you can go process this, go through and make it so where you can access the influencer store. And for some reason, I'm in a loop right now because my cookies are saved. And I just realized that. I was actually working on this earlier, and now I'm not going to be able to do it because it's going to loop on me over and over again because it was getting worked on. But because it's cooking to the back office right now. So I won't show the influencer shop, but that's where the influencer shop would go. You can add products to the cart there that qualify you for influencer. You can use influencer dollars, and there's going to be a new tutorial on how to use all those things very soon. But the influencer shop is where you claim those influencer credits. Then we have reports. Reports we have personally sponsored. So these are all the people you have enrolled, whether they're customers or affiliates or preferred customers. Compensation report breaks down your compensation into anything you want. I'm going to show you that too. Total team, your whole team. The customer report is if you have customers, you'll be able to dig into them and really know when their auto ship is. You'll be able to send emails to them. Rank achievements is the achievements of your team. Rank advancement is your advancement. Personal stats report is it just got a massive upgrade, and I'll show you that here. Dual team tracks your two teams or your binary back and forth to kind of see what they were every week. We've got order details. Now, order details, just remember, this is not tied to your volume reports. This is all the orders coming in because remember, in your rank tracker reports, you have this 60-40% rule at the ranks where you can use 60% of any one business that you've personally enrolled towards your rank. So you might go into your order details and go, hey, wait a minute, my order details are $4,000. Why don't I have that in my rank tracker? It's because this is just tracking orders. The rank tracker is tracking how to advance in rank. So you technically could have more order numbered or more order in, but not all of the orders are counting towards your next rank, if that makes sense, because you can only use 60% from one person in your business. So order details are strictly about the orders. Then we have our wallet report. Again, this is that vital wallet where we're talking about credits and loyalties. Then we have a watch list that's going to be built out even more where you can dig into your team and put everybody that you maybe are personally working with and track them. The store credit report, actually, we're going to combine that with the wallet report, so it'll all be in one. And then we've got our last login report. This is just something that will start to be built because we have been tracking logins. And so this will be something to build on more of the gamification aspect of it. It really doesn't have a huge purpose now. So in the compensation report, this is where I really want to show you how searchable things are. So now I don't have any compensation really in this plan other than manual adjustments. But if I wanted to go back and see what my compensation plan was from 12/1 to 12/31, and I wanted to view all of it. Now, of course, these are just manual things that are put into the account for the tutorial purposes. But let's say I wanted to break down my compensation. I can go in here and I can select all. I can deselect all. I can choose just show me my binary, my first order, and my rank bonus. You can show whatever you want so you can really dig into your business and know where everything's coming from. Now, you might see some things in here that you're like, hey, what's this and what's that? Well, there could be a couple of things coming that we're going to be releasing over the next few months. But this is where you can really track your commissions on a daily basis because if you have people that are coming in, you're going to be able to see that influencer credits and all the different things that are coming in. But you can also track it on a weekly and on a monthly basis. You can also go back further if I want to. I can go to November 1st and I can see all the things for November 1st. So it really and I don't have any binary bonus in there. So I got to select all and then search again. So again, you can go back as far as you want to kind of see all the commissions, and then we're going to be able to sort it. And the next update for this will be where you'll be able to click on this and see that order and see what they ordered. So it's going to be a combined order detail compensation report. So that's coming as well. So you kind of match the order to the compensation and know how that's working. So that's the compensation report. Again, I can do some quick things. I can do current month, last month. This is just to make the dates easier. And that's what's up there. So that's the compensation report. As we come into total team, now this is a total team of one. So there's not many people in here, but this will show you, is somebody active? Are they binary active? Now, this report updates once a day because some people have tens of thousands of people in their organization. So just know the total team report is going to update on a daily basis. So every night it updates in the morning, but I want to show you where you can see real time as well. That's a total team report. You can search by it. You can search by your associates and find them and their business. So this allows you to kind of dig into your team by country. We have to add Europe to this one as well. But these are things that you can just kind of check out what's going on in your team. Rank advancement is one I want to show you as well, because as you can see here, you can see where Bob Smith enrolled, and he got a purchase, and so I can see the purchase there. This allows me to kind of split between the ranks and see, what do I need to do for my current rank? Because remember, I have this 60% rule, right? So if I am going for diamond, which is 50,000, I can use 30,000 of volume from any one line of business or leg of business. That's, from a personal enrollment of yours and their entire business, that you can use up to 60% for whatever rank you're going for. Now, if you go in this back office, and again, if you see more volume, but the rank is not matching, go, wait a minute, I got to go to my rank advancement report. And what you'll see is there might be somebody in your business that has a red number to it. And we're going to make it much more pronounced very soon, where the whole thing is red, to be able to go, okay, that person, they might have 10,000 in volume in their business, but towards my next rank, I can only use 4,000 or whatever rank you're going for. So just be conscious of like all of these things work together, but you have to understand how the ability for you to see and track your numbers is so diverse that you can really do it in any way, shape, or form. So that's the rank tracker. Very soon we're going to add a search bar here. Now there's a search bar to like look in your business. So if I wanted to find Bob here, I could search for Bob. He's not really far to find, but then it'll show me Bob. So if I wanted to, I could go do that and find that order. But what we're going to do is we're going to add another search bar up here where you can then go see this report for someone else in your team and be able to help them rank advance. So that's coming very soon as well. On top of my favorite report of all, which is really where we're really expanding, is the personal stats report. This personal stats report really shows you a glimpse at your business. And we're going to be adding CV to this because we're going to start doing predictable analysis of what somebody's making on a monthly basis. So you know what you're going to make at the 15th of the month, on a daily basis eventually. So in here, you can kind of see what's going on inside your business. You can change the date to any month, but this gives you a snapshot of where you're at. It goes down, and this is real time. So this report is real time. So again, Bob Smith, he enrolled, he got a pack. Now Bob is me, and so he enrolled, and he's active status, but he's not binary active. So I might want to reach out to Bob, be like, hey Bob, might be a good idea to do that. I can see the CV, the PV, the GV, the RV, and the BV for that person. I can see how many people they enrolled. I can see how many they have in their organization. And if I want to, there's two things I can do on this page. I can click on Bob Smith's name, and it'll give me the report for Bob Smith. Now, Bob doesn't have anything in his back office, but if I go back, because Bob is not an affiliate, he hasn't referred somebody. When he does, I'll see it, or I can come up here and I can search for Bob. So either I can click on his name, or I can search for him, and you can search your entire downline as well. So this allows you to really dig into your business, see what's going on, and be able to go through that process. Then we have Dual Team. Again, Dual Team is tracking what your team is every week. So again, you can go back per week. You can see what's going on. So if I wanted to go 2 weeks ago and then search again, now I had zero back then because this account didn't exist. But this allows you to really go and say, okay, where am I at in the weekly pay? Because think of it like this: the Dual Team, aka binary, and matching bonus are weekly pay, along with retail and first order and all this. Those are paid out weekly. The only monthly that we pay out really is rank advancement bonus, and the unilevel bonus is all based off of your enrollment tree. And that was the rank advancement tracker that I showed you. That's for rank. These numbers, even though they're calculated into the rank for the unilevel, you wouldn't go here and say, "Oh my gosh, look, I have this towards my rank." You would go to the rank advancement tracker. Remember, the Dual Team is simply a bonus for building two teams. And if you don't build two teams, you just wouldn't have the bonus. But you don't need the bonus because we have so many ways that people can earn income. And so, last couple of things here as we wrap up, we've got the order detail report where this will kind of show you your personal orders, the orders of your personal enrollments, the orders of your entire organization. So if I did this and checked, I'd see Bob here. I'd be able to see Bob's Shopify, the order ID. So if I need to contact support about Bob's order, I could use that number. I'll be able to see all the volumes here. If he used SmartShip, if it was on SmartShip, if it was used with credits, and you can kind of dig into here as well. And soon you'll have tracking numbers on here. I can click on here and I can see, what did Bob order? Bob ordered the Essential Welcome Pack. And so I can always see what they ordered inside of here, and you can dig in and be able to kind of see what's the total volume inside the orders that you're doing inside your team. Last thing here. Those are our wallet reports. Let's go to resources as we start to wrap up here. This is where you can see all documents and media. This is going to be greatly enhanced very soon because this is where you're going to see all of your resources inside of here. This allows you to really create something going through the process of how do I share? What do I do? What are the things that I need to know in this compensation plan or in products? And so you can come in here, you can see product resources, you can see product videos, you can see all the info sheets. We're going to load all the info sheets in here, scanner resources on how do I install the scanner software? This will be greatly expanded as well. We have a calendar here. We've got QR codes. We got the grab and go images, which I showed earlier. We've got our prospect manager, which is already active, by the way. If you add a new prospect to this, this will allow you to track the links that they're using because these are ones that I've already set up. And so I can actually copy this tracking link and send this to someone. And then let's actually go to it. If I were to do this, and somebody were to click on the link that I sent them, this is an Elite Pack from the old system. So if I did that, they would be able to kind of go in here and I'd be able to see how many times do they click this process. So again, there's one click that I just did, and I can kind of track on that prospect tracker. So that is live right now, but it's going to get a massive update very, very soon. You also have in here Vital University. We're going to start to load a lot of tutorials in here. We have the duplicate success system with David Nieves, scanner training. All the product information videos will come into here. AM Power replays will be updated. Vital Academy replays. This is just going to build out to a complete university that's trackable as well and rewarding for going through and completing it. Then we have the gold reward. If you've earned gold, make sure to be able to upload your vehicle files, which is just any file that shows a picture that the car is 5 years or newer. If you have a qualifying car, you can get the discount, so you can get $800 in free products, which comes in a promo code. Or if you have a qualifying car, you can get 500 cash. If you don't have a qualifying car, you can choose between 250 cash and 800 in discount code. Either way, make sure that you save that if you have achieved gold and above. And I believe you can actually do that before your gold. So if you want to lock it in now, you can lock it in and have it ready for when you hit gold. Last thing, as I wrap up here, we're going to go over the support center. Support center is where you're going to be able to create tickets inside of here. So this is a ticket that has been solved. If I go inside of here, I can actually reopen the ticket if I want to and close it. So if I wanted to close the ticket, I can close it too. If I want to just reply back to the ticket, I can do that too if I open something up. Now, this is a new addition. So we've opened up the ability to create this and make it to where people can reopen tickets. And if you have an old ticket in the system, just go reopen a new one. We're really upgrading customer support on every single level. This is me testing it down here. And so you can add a reply as well and go through this whole process. Now I'm actually logged in, so I can't go put a reply in here. But this is where you put a reply and upload any files to go with that support ticket. The other thing is that you can see all of my tickets here as I log in. We have a knowledge base that is going to be greatly enhanced over the next week as we have AI built into Zendesk now that allows us to extrapolate all of the information that's been shared inside of there, check it for correctness, and then load it into this knowledge base. And that'll be something that's real time. This allows you to really be able to dig in, ask any questions, whatever that question is, like tracking your own orders, whatever it is, you'll be able to come in here and search that database. The other thing that you can use is little Via down here. You can ask her for help and about your orders, about the company, about anything. You can click and chat on there. But again, it's one of those things where when you have this process, make sure that if you're on Zoom and you test it, it'll switch all the audio over because the audio is going to come from your computer. That's why I can't do it right now because the audio will come out. But you can really ask for anything. Products, compensation. She's going to have the new plan loaded in. She's going to have all the scanner resources in. She's going to be able to troubleshoot for how to install the scanner. All these things are being built in. Let's see if there are it's not up yet. I was hoping we could. Sometimes it takes longer to propagate to get the marketing system up. but we'll show it to you maybe next week and go through that. So that's really kind of the tour of the back office. One of the things down here, this coming soon item is going to get an update as well, so it's real time. But that's what I wanted to show you today. And if you want to change anything inside your profile, what you'll do is you click on here. This is where you'll be able to. Let me go back to my dashboard here. Up here is where you can really update your profile at all. So if I want to see the profile of my account and update anything back here that I'm able to update, I can do that. This is where I would create my transfer pin. So if someone was going to send money to me, I would create that transfer pin and I would send that pin to them and then my username, and they would be able to validate it and then be able to transfer the money to me. So that's where you'd have the transfer pin. Also in here, you can see notifications of any orders. There's Bob's order that came in. And so you can see in here too your influencer shop orders, notification settings if you want to change them, depending on how many levels you want. Right now we do 5, but we're going to open this up because there's a whole communication platform that's also being built in as well. So all these things are being built in. Again, this is something that was done so we can be real a global company. And so what I'll do, I've got a couple minutes left, and let me just kind of open it up for some questions in the chat. So if you have a question about what we've talked about, let me know. Good question by somebody that messaged me. Can you use your store credit to get your monthly PV? Yes. You can use your store credit to do it. And if you use influencer credits or loyalty credits, no. Because when you use any of those credits, because you're getting such a discount, there's no volume associated to that. So if customers are ordering and you're making the profit through the influencer credits, you're being able to make a higher profit, but the volume doesn't go in. But remember, everyone's getting volume as they're getting the influencer, as they're getting to those loyalty tier levels as well. So those are all things that are happening as well. Let's see. Nourish. I wish I had a picture of it. Be back very, very soon. Think, think maybe end of next week. But I saw the large amounts of boxes that are sitting there ready to be brought over to Nogales. So it's almost ready. When the product is sold out, could you keep the product? Yes, that's something that we'll do too. Yeah, that'll be on there as well. So the best way to rectify with a scanner is to message support, and they can give you access to somebody that can help you with the scanner. There'll be a whole scanner section in the university that rolling out very soon, and VIA will be able to help with that too. But just be patient with your scanner because the scanner is a very high device where sometimes it takes a lot to be able to do that on a computer. So make sure you work with your sponsor. Make sure you're working with somebody that's used the scanner before, and they'll be able to help you with that installation. And very soon we're looking at being able to enhance what people buy scanners with. Read through the lines there, but we'll be able to do some things like that too. Let's see. Can someone sign up with our back office credits? Not right now. If you wanted to enroll somebody, actually, let me show you that really quickly too. If you did want to enroll somebody for them, you can go to enroll new member. When you come back here, you can actually select this membership and you can pay for someone's $29 membership. Right now, you can only use store credits. So you want to fund your wallet. I have a balance in there. So I can actually pay for someone to set up their account. And then if they want to give me the money, they could. Here, this is where I'm going to pick the country. I'm going to pick the sponsor, like who's going to be the sponsor of that. Could be you, could be someone else. Then the placement of that, where am I going to place that person? And then which leg at the bottom do I want that to go? So those are kind of the options that you have to enroll somebody. Very soon, those, as you can see, welcome packs coming soon. The only reason didn't load those there is because we were updating the welcome packs. If you didn't know, we did upload the welcome packs. They have new names, some new configurations, and that's something that's being built out as well too. All right. Lots of questions coming in. Let's see. Can you explain the benefits of having a preferred customer versus just a customer ordering off your site? So if you are a preferred customer versus just a customer ordering off your site, let's see. Benefits of look, a preferred customer versus a retail customer. I think maybe that's the question. So preferred customer, all that volume can be processed toward the first order bonus and towards CV the next one, so monthly residuals. A retail customer is going to give you retail bonus and also CV as well. So there is some benefit to having retail customers because you make that larger profit, and the products are so priced well that it makes sense to have retail customers. Let's see. Perla, that's a great question. Kind of specific to Mexico, but very soon you will be able to use that bonus in Mexico or that. You can also contact support and might be able to help you out in terms of giving you a credit in the Mexico store. That way you could use it right away. So Perla, good idea, and definitely contact support. You cannot transfer loyalty credits right now, correct? Pretty much, if I didn't go over it today, there's your answer. Let's see. Yes, that's an option. We're going to be able to upload documents for your team to access. That's all coming. And man, I wish I could show this to you, but I don't think it's going to happen. No, I don't think it's going to happen. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that was helpful. This one recording will be up, so you can kind of go through this and see what you have to do. But again, this and the transcript of it will be uploaded into the knowledge base, so you'll be able to ask the knowledge base any question that we went over today. You'll have that answer as well. But I just want to thank you guys so much for being super patient and graceful as we go through these last couple months, because again, it was all for a purpose. This was not a website replacement or a back office or whatever it was. It wasn't that. This is about scaling a company to multi-billion dollars and making a massive impact throughout the world. This is not just about, oh, we want a pretty website, or we want to use this or want to use that. This is to scale the company. So this is day one. Really, you're really still in the formulation side of this company, which is a really cool thing to have a company in formulation that's done close to $100 million in sales the last year. That's pretty crazy. Because I don't know any company that's done that outside of maybe a startup that ran to it and then crashed. We've built up over the last 4 years. And now you're just going to see this company go from 100 to 200 to 500 to $1 billion of sales very quickly. And all that represents is impacting lives. The founders of this company are not doing this to become millionaires. They've made lots of money. They don't need to do this. They're doing it for impact. They're doing it to create a successful business for other people, because that's really why Alex wanted to do this. He wanted to create a way that the average person could come in, make money right away, and be able to build that into a residual income that they could walk away from. And now, the only way to walk away from an income of customers and ordering is if there are systems in place that manage and grow that network for you. And that's what we're really focusing on to go through this process. And then somebody just mentioned boards. Boards will still be around, but it'll change and be kind of more scripted. But eventually, we won't need boards anymore, because if I had them up, which I wish I should have, which I actually cannot put them up here real quickly. I don't know if I can. I don't know where they are. But when the app comes out, the app will have a boards functionality where you can do everything through a keyboard. You'll manage your back office, marketing sites, all those different things. So we'll do all that in another call. We'll talk marketing and sharing and all that jazz, all tools that are about to come out. And I can guarantee you, I've never seen anything like it all in one place, all powered by AI, and it's pretty amazing. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me here on Vital Academy. It was a great time. We kind of just got to chat and talk and go through everything in here. So, with that, if you'd like to unmute yourself and say hello or goodbye or anything, please feel free. And again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today.